It's funny how a place can stop feeling like home but still hold every single little piece of you. I grew up in Canberra until I was 13 years old. This is where I learned to ride a bike, where I went to half my school years, where I made some very good memories, and of course some I'd rather forget. And after my family and I moved away, I never really came back. It was kind of like life just kept on moving. At 19, I joined the entertainment industry, and by 21, my life looked completely different. And somehow in all of these years that have passed, I've never found a reason to return. Maybe it's because I never really had any friendships there, or family, or maybe it's because some of those memories were a little bit difficult to revisit, or maybe even because sometimes it's best to just leave things in the past. But now I'm 24 years old, and for the first time since my life completely changed, I'm going back. I'm flying back to my hometown today, which is the capital city of Australia, Canberra. My boyfriend and his brother are going hiking up Mount Kosciuszko, which is the tallest mountain in Australia, and then my sister and I are just going to be staying in Canberra just to revisit some things from our childhood. My sister flew in from a different city and I met her at the Canberra airport. We picked up a hire car, checked into the hotel, and before doing anything else, we just drove around. And I didn't film it because it was just such a intimate moment with my sister being back in the place we grew up in. Hello. Okay, so we're just heading to the hotel right now. We're literally like 1 minute away. But it's really pretty. It's like autumn here in Canberra right now, so all the leaves are like yellow and red and green. It's so cute. Welcome.
Very nice.
It's decent size.
Yeah, nice view.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh wow. Hello Canberra.
Lake Burley Griffin?
We get a view, almost a view of the Parliament House.
Oh, it's not bad. Someone lives there. Let's have a look at the rooms. It's strange how your brain remembers places that you haven't seen in over a decade. It was almost like I could remember everything, but not at the same time. And it's like the smallest things, like a little corner, unlocks so many things in your memories that you've just completely forgotten about all these years.
So this is the nice living room. This is the bathroom. This is Lara's room. Lara gets a view of everyone else's bedroom. Oh, we got a whole bath.
They got Kevin Murphy products, which is actually really good. I'm surprised. I'm pretty impressed with this hotel for how much we paid. It's like only $200 a night for all this. So what would you rate it?
I read it maybe like a 6 or 7.
6, 7. Now we've just pretty much got to decide what the fuck we want to do. But of course, our first proper stop of our entire trip was Kingsley's. If you're from Canberra, you'll understand what Kingsley's is. Charlie and I have ordered Kingsley's and we're just sitting in the hotel room right now. We've got some wine, or it's more my wine. Right now I am just editing as per usual. And then I'll be posting, and at the same time, I think Charlie's trying to get YouTube set up so we could just have some chill vibes in the hotel room tonight. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Day 2, we started off by going somewhere that shaped me probably more than I ever realized. We started off at Questacon. As a kid, I loved this place. And looking back now, I think this is when my love for science and medicine really started. Most people probably don't know this, but before I started in the entertainment industry, I was actually studying to become a doctor. And walking back through Questacon after all these years kind of made me realize maybe the curiosity never disappeared, it was just in a different outlet. The corals are perfect. They got a mandarin fish like me. This is the result of that. It looks really cool. It's like 3D, like a pyramid coming out of it, like it's a wavy pyramid.
Kind of like stairs.
Really cool.
And that's the other one we picked
We
up.
did this when we were kids, so this was really cool to redo again. Love that. Charlie's doing it first. You have to wear like these jumpsuits, and then I'm gonna do it. Beautiful. Good luck. That's crazy.
Nah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. It's like 2 seconds.
Oh my god. I'm still shaking. Okay. I can't even get any words out. After that, we drove to my childhood home. Growing up, people used to say that our suburb was rough, run down, the kind of place that people looked down on. But when you're a kid, you don't see statistics, you just see a home. We've just pulled up to the house that we grew up in. It's nearly identical, let me show you. So this is like the street that we lived on. It was honestly really cute. Everyone used to tell us that it was really dodgy, really bad. Honestly, I don't know, I think maybe I got a little bit of bias, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, that's where I grew up. Nothing crazy. It was definitely a bit lower class, but definitely not bad. We were very, very fortunate. How do you feel going back to the childhood home?
Very nostalgic. I want to go inside.
I wish I could.
I wish I could go in the backyard at least.
Because I wrote on all the wardrobes, like Lara was here the day before we left. I left my mom.
Daisy and Lulu are buried in the backyard.
Our bunny rabbit. We then visited my old primary school called Holy Family. My parents worked incredibly hard to be able to send us to a private school, but later on I ended up in a public school because they realized that there isn't much difference in the education. I can see now how much my parents sacrificed just to send me to these amazing places. So now we're at the primary school that I went to. I'm not going to show it because I feel like that's weird. Then we went to Fadden Pines, which is the place where I probably hold my happiest childhood memories. My dad used to take me bike riding here all the time before he got sick, but I spent hours at this park. And every time I come back here, I get this feeling that's like impossible to explain. So it's pretty much just a massive park. That park there, it got burnt down when we were kids, but it was also brand new. And then over here is like, it's kind of like the kiddie park. And we pretty much, it's huge, it's massive. We cross-country the whole thing, and then over here Charlie's already on it, but it's like a freaking big swing. I remember this as a kid. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go on it. Let's go. Okay, if we just come down this way, I'll show you where Charlie had a bigger stack. Do you still have the scars?
Nah, not anymore.
Oh, they're gone?
But the scar, it was like a big scab for ages. It was the shape of Australia.
Yeah.
And then when we went to the swimming lessons, we did the whirlpool. One day, you know, when you all run around in a circle, it makes a whirlpool.
Yeah.
And the scab fell off then.
Ew.
In the water.
Ew, I can't believe you remember that. That's gross. I probably swam in that.
Yeah, well, I remember it because it's gross.
That's fucking gnarly. Literally right here, she was trying to copy Dad, doing like, going side to side.
Yeah, I was going like...
And then she fell.
Dad was just being an idiot on the bike, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try.
Yep.
And then I actually fell over the handlebars.
Yep, over big scabs, a lot of tears. Yeah. But yeah, that's where Charlie fell. That was one of the many times, actually. It's happiness, but it's grief at the same time. It's gratitude, but it's also longing. It's like you're remembering people exactly for what they were, knowing that time just doesn't stop for anyone. The next stop is a place called Goodberries. It is frozen custard. Charlie's really excited for this. So am I. And of course we had to finish off with some Goodberries, which is also a Canberra classic. If you're from Canberra, you'll also know this one. It's frozen custard, but it tastes exactly like my childhood. We've just been hanging out at the hotel for a little bit because we both had to get some work done, but now we're heading out. We're going to try and see if a Korean restaurant is open. We're at Korea Barbecue. This is cute. It's so fucking busy. Okay, so this is everything we got. I think this is marinated. This is short rib. Cooking it up, and we also got some soju. Bartender. You go, the next day now, and we've just woken up and there's a very pretty cockatoo on the balcony. Oh my gosh, Hello! Next day, we woke up to dozens of cockatoos on our apartment balcony. Where I live in the Gold Coast now, I hardly ever see cockatoos, but growing up, they were everywhere. My mom even had one as a pet. We ended up feeding an entire flock. They just kept coming in.
Alright. Thanks for hanging out with us.
So it's day 3 or kind of day 2. Today we're going to the Space Center, and after that we're probably just going to visit some more places that we went to when we were kids. And then maybe ice skating tonight, which I'm really excited about because I can't ice skate in my city. For some reason, the city that I live in is arguably much bigger, more developed, but they don't have an ice skating rink.
Close the ice skating rink.
For whatever fucking reason, but it's fine. So I get to do it here, yay! Fit check. I've got, Revice. I think I might be a little bit cold, but it's fine. But let's go! Later, we drove out to the Canberra Deep Space Research Centre. I've always been obsessed with space, not just planets, just everything out there. It was blowing my mind how these gigantic discs can collect information from so far out there. And at the time we were there, they were collecting information from Jupiter. Isn't that fucking cool? There's only 3 deep space research centers in the entire world, and I can't believe one of them is here in Canberra. Standing near them, you kind of realize how small we are in this entire universe. That's a really strange feeling. Okay, so we're just outside now, and can you see? This is crazy. There's one of them, and then there's a couple more in the, let's go this way. A couple more in the distance as well, 2 small ones, which is really, really cool. Alright, so we're heading out now. I ended up getting a Uranus plushie, because when I was a kid, I really liked studying that planet for some reason when I was in school. I'd always like, everyone would be like, ooh, you're studying Uranus. And I'd always say, no, it's Uranus. Well, that was a pretty cool trip, I gotta say. Anyways, we're gonna go and also maybe go to a park, I think, that we used to go to when we were kids. Nearby the Deep Space Research Center was a place called Tinbinbilla, which is a nature reserve, but they also have a really cool park that I went to a lot as a kid. And just like everything else, it seems like barely anything has changed, and I probably haven't been there in about 10 years. 20, I think. It's strange how places don't often age the way that people do. There's also this slide. It's a big slide, anyways, whatever. This is really steep. Oh my god, I'm actually terrified right now. What the hell?
You ready? Do you want to hold hands?
Oh, yeah. Just driving back, and we've just found this fucking wild emu next to a wild emu right now in Canberra. There is a lot of wildlife in Canberra. Like when we were kids, there was a lot of wombat holes and stuff around places like this. Do you remember like the wombat holes, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of wombats. We stopped by a Telstra Tower. Telstra Tower is an iconic landmark in Canberra. You used to be able to go up to it and like stand on an observation deck and see like Canberra, but it's shut, hey. Yeah, and they don't use it anymore because you don't need it anymore. Visited our old Sea Scouts hall. My sister and I used to do Scouts when we were younger. One of the best things that my parents ever did was put me in Sea Scouts because I guess it taught me a lot of the things that I've learnt. I don't know. And it forced me to socialize. I didn't have any friends. We also went to the shopping center that we went to as kids. Every stop felt like opening another time capsule. I had to go back and do some work, but after I finished it, we went out to ice skating. Next stop is ice skating at this little ice skating center. We went here a lot as kids for school sport, and we also did a swimming carnival here, I think once or twice. There isn't an ice skating rink where I live now, but I used to take ice skating lessons, and even when I was a kid, I did it for school sport, and so did my sister. So standing back on the same rink 15 years later with my sister beside me, it felt like we borrowed a piece of our childhood back. We're gonna go on the ice. I actually used to do figure skating lessons when I lived in Melbourne, but I had to stop because I was busy. Anyway, so let's go figure skate for the first time in like a year and a bit. Woo! Woo! It feels like my lungs are like starting to...
From the cold. Lara's, wrong way. Lara's working with these really shit skates.
Oh, yeah. Jeez,
I told you they were going down. We'll have to go back and put them out.
Yeah.
This is Lara doing a spin. Good job. Okay, show my one as well.
Yeah, Charlie's really good at doing a spin. Oh yes, I tried to teach Charlie. Woo! Nice. Like an ice princess.
Thanks, babe. One more. Try go a bit faster. Woo! She did it.
So, what was that?
It was really fun. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself of what I could still do so long after, but I'm frozen.
Yeah.
I'm so frozen, and those figure skates hurt my face so bad. Anyways, we're gonna go get Kingsley's again. Yay! It's day 4 or 3, I can't remember. Today is the day that Charlie goes home. So today we're just going to literally go to like an art gallery or something. I feel like we've pretty much knocked everything out. I don't know why, but today I'm just feeling a bit flat. I think I'm a little bit homesick and revisiting a lot of things. Stuff is not bringing up the best of memories. Good memories, but also some bad ones. So yeah, I don't know, we're just gonna take it easy today, I think. Let's go get into the day. The following morning we squeezed in one last stop, the National Art Gallery. My sister loves art and so do I. It felt like the perfect quiet ending to our trip together before she had to fly back home.
Ruin your fucking self before they do, otherwise they'll screw you because you're a nobody. They'll keep you alive, but you'll have to crawl and say thank you for every bone they throw.
Dropping her at the airport was harder than I expected. We don't see each other very often anymore. Life gets busy and she lives in a different city to me now. And you don't often realize how much you miss someone until you say goodbye. But I'm sure I'll see her again soon. That day my partner also came back from hiking up Mount Kosciuszko. We went out for K-barbecue for dinner. And later that night my partner put some cookies in the oven and he burnt them to a crisp. My boyfriend has burnt some cookies and he hasn't even been back for 24 hours. And was stressed because there's a fire alarm there and it says there's a fire brigade call out fee for false alarms.
We're handling it.
We've got all the doors open right now and it's fucking like 6 degrees outside, but
How much smoke comes out of one cookie?
I've never wanted to find that out. It honestly felt like the most fitting ending to this trip. A little bit chaotic, a little bit funny. I guess exactly how I would expect things to go. Next morning, it was time to fly home. And that's kind of when something really hit me. Canberra doesn't really feel like home anymore, but it also doesn't feel like somewhere I left behind. It's like something in between. It's where the little girl who dreamed about the future still lives. The one who rode bikes with her dad, the one who wanted to become a doctor or just be successful, the one who had absolutely no idea how her life would go. Coming back here wasn't really to see Canberra, it was about meeting that old version of myself again. And maybe realizing she'd probably be pretty proud of how things have turned out, even if it looks like nothing she imagined. Thank you so much for watching. I post videos weekly, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.